Broncos here in a bit of a late kickoff. We've had a showcase of the women's game, and now we are set for the big one. Harlequins taking on Box Hill as Peter Breen will get us underway. And that's a high kick, and that is not collected by the Box Hill team. We're in their change white strip today. As you can see, they're going to be playing from left to right on your screen. Any wind has died down. So we are going to get such a good game today. It's unreal. So Michael Maloney kicks this ahead. That's picked up by Payasami, who's moved to fullback today, the Rebel. Drives forward. Van Zyl finds Breen. Breen goes himself. Oh, Harlequins moving this very well. They're right on the 22. Breen has got that to Johansson. Johansson mishandles, but goes himself as to the regather. Van Zyl, Breen, Payasami fires it out to Valentini. Valentini gets it, Aitchison inside to Ayalele, who drops it back inside. I think that's Payasami that has come up with the goods. And that is an early try for Harlequins. Unbelievable start to the game.
What an unbelievable start. Quinn's right on the money there. The ball through the hands quickly, back across the field. Great hands. A good bust by Johansson in the centre there. And then Pasami finishing off a very good backline move. And good to see that at this stage, because Quinn's backs have just not been put the finishing touches to a lot of opportunities. Last week, particularly against the Rams, they failed to capitalise on a lot of chances. But that try there, what a great start, what a great opening in the first 30 seconds.
Great movement on that blindside between Valentini, Aitchison and then Pasami, really using a very narrow short side, and went through 3 or 4 sets of hands, came back inside after Aitchison found Valentini, who burst as close as he could to the line and popped it back inside under Payasami. Just did the honours from about a yard out, and there it is, the first score of the game inside the first minute. Peter Breen is going to attempt to convert this from the touchline, and that connection isn't the best, and that is slid to the left-hand side of the posts. So what an early start. Great start for Harlequins.
And, of course, some interesting backline changes here. We've got Pasami at fullback and Kimu Valentini at outside centre. He doesn't normally play in that position. He's just come on. It's his first run on from having an ACL operation.
So Taraga.
We took a great hand in that.
Taraga gets this back underway, and that is being knocked forward, but Box Hill fringing. Referee Shannon McLaughlin says you have gone up too quick, so it's going to be a penalty to Harlequins. Good to see a match of the round being played under lights here at Holmesglen as well. So after the rest of the first grade games have been concluded, hopefully everyone is now tuning in to the Rugby Victoria Facebook live game as Breen gets this. It's a very good kick.
I was going to go on and say that against, I think it was Box Hill, against Endeavour Hills, Pasami and Aitchison ran riot. On that occasion, Aitchison was the fullback. So very interesting strategic change.
Platt looking for Coco, finds him. So Harlequins forwards in numbers. Platt driving things at the back of this ruck maul as Van Zyl goes himself, was looking for support but held on to it. Tackled and knocked forward in the tackle, and the ball is going to come out on the Box Hill side. Box Hill will get a put into this defensive scrum.
We should also congratulate Shannon McLaughlin. This is his 20th Dewar Shield match, and always a good accolade to see a first grade referee achieve goals in 20 Dewar Shield matches. All credit to him.
I'm sure Amber, his better half, fellow referee, is also watching now. She's probably finished the game from earlier on. Would have been straight on the live stream to find out what's going on. Big drive from Harlequins. They were immense last week in the scrum area, and they've started as they finished last week. But that ball is very, very scrappy, and that has been knocked out of Nataku's hands by a Box Hill, by a Harlequins player, and that is going to be a knock-on, adjudged by McLaughlin.
You think Beefy they're wearing white to pretend that to intimidate Quins. They might think they're Moorabbin. Well, it's a bit strange. I haven't seen this strip of Box Hill. Very unfamiliar strip. I may well be wrong, but it's a new strip they're wearing tonight.
So let's see if Box Hill can thwart this drive from Harlequins. But not driving straight Harlequins. There's going to be a penalty to Box Hill. Bit of words there from Angus Arundel to the referee just to make sure he understands what the infringement was about. So Michael Maloney is going to kick deep. And that's a good kick from Maloney. So we're going to be on the attacking 10-metre line for Box Hill.
Box Hill very, very good at turnover ball. We've seen them score some great tries, particularly against Melbourne Uni a couple of weeks ago, from turnovers.
Sean Saunders there. What a jump in the middle of the line. Box Hill pile in. But it is the old truck and trailer. Haven't seen that for a while. And that's going to be a penalty against Box Hill. Short arm penalty. Free kick. Bit of a scrum, actually. It was initially signalled a penalty, but Shannon McLaughlin changes it to a scrum for accidental offside.
Quinn scrum has been developing, becoming tighter. They've got good leg drive, and this new scrum, state-of-the-art scrum machine they have, is obviously playing dividends, because in the previous match, the ladies' scrum also was excellent.
They were immense the front row last week against Moorabbin, and they are driving Box Hill forward again this time, and there's going to be a penalty eventually. But that ball's bouncing around at the back. Simi Colio struggled to pick that ball up as he tried to go forward, but it was a penalty anyway, so Breen will try and put this towards the 22 as deep as he can.
A lot of chat from Box Hill here as they go to this line out. They just need to settle down a bit. Quins have just got a bit of the go forward at the moment. So they just need to settle down, compose themselves, take their time, coming to the line. Well, Quins are taking their time, but I like to see Box Hill just slow it down a bit at the moment.
So Henry Platt to throw in, finds Zach Dixon. Box Hill a little bit slow to get numbers into this maul. But Harlequins, there they are in numbers. They are rolling this very, very quickly towards the Box Hill line. And that was Mania Coco that got very, very close. That ball's been recycled. Breen, Johansson, out to Pasami, finds Aitchison on the wing. Will Aitchison get there? Yes, he will. Taylor Aitchison, unfamiliar territory, being on the wing instead of at fullback. But he has done enough to get into the corner. And that is the second try of the afternoon already for the Harlequins.
And that really came from that rolling maul when Quins just rolled the ball forward. They all came in. Even the blindside winger was in there to lend that push through. Coco nearly scored near the line. Recycled quickly right through the hands. And we know how good Taylor Aitchison is. Whether it doesn't matter where he plays on the field, he's a danger man with the ball in hand. Great try.
He's having an outstanding season, Taylor Aitchison. He's no doubt on the Rebels' radar. He has been that good this year. I mean, he is playing with some great quality players around him, but the way he injects himself into the Harlequins' backline has been absolutely phenomenal this year.
Yeah, you can't discount Parmasini, is it?
Paisani.
Paisani's long pass. That was a 15 to 20 metre pass to find Aitchison, and they work so well together, whether it be fullback and wing or centre and fullback.
So Breen is going to attempt a conversion from that far sideline, and he struck it very well. So well, in fact, he's flown over the centre of the crossbar. And what a kick that is against the swing of the ball to make the score. Harlequins 12, Box Hill 0.
Box Hill a little bit stunned at the moment. They haven't had any ball to use. They've been on the back foot, and they just need to settle. A nice high restart here is important.
Maloney to restart. This is a good restart. As well done by Box Hill's popped up to Jack Wooten. Wooten drives forward. I think that's been held in by Harlequins, but there we go. They've got it out, but that is moved, dropped forward. This is Vibote. Vibote still going. Finds Valentini. Oh, his ball's come inside to Johansson. Can Johansson go all the way? No, he's just tackled short. Harlequins in there. There's going to be a penalty. They have got men over. And the try there for Zach Dixon. What support play from the Harlequins forward after that bust by Vibote. Oh, phenomenal play by Harlequins. They are going to run riot today if Box Hill's mishandling is going to present opportunities for the Harlequins to counter-attack.
Oh, that turnover was just beautifully executed by Quins. The ball bopped up in the air. We saw a great breakthrough through the centre, and then the hands and the progress, feet in the tackle, tractor steps to try and break the tackle, then along the back line. I think it was Johansson who cut inside, and I think he was the one that scored by the post, was he?
Zach Dixon scored.
Oh, Zach Dixon.
Yeah.
Well, what great support play from Zach, a second rower.
Yeah.
Getting up there. Now, we've seen this from Quins before. They go out to a very handy lead, and then suddenly they drop off the pace. The second half is a long way away, but they just need to keep this pressure up.
So Breen converts to make the score a 19-0 after less than 10 minutes. So Harlequins absolutely getting off to a rocket start. Yeah, great. What a bust off that turnover by Mattia Vibote. Picked up the loose ball, drove it through, got support from Kemu Valentini, who found Lloyd Johansson on the inside, who was marked as the player to watch by Box Hill's coach. And Johansson, after a breakdown, secured the ball, and it popped up to Zach Dixon, who got up very quickly, who popped over for the try as Maloney gets this underway. Great jump there from Colio. And there is a knock forward in the tackle, so Box Hill may get some decent possession in a fairly advantageous territorial area. So let's see if Box Hill can sort out their front row woes. Been pushed off the ball twice already in this game.
Their players need to touch the ball. There's nothing better in a rugby match than all the players getting an early touch of the ball. Box Hill haven't had that opportunity yet, and I'd just like to see them now go through some phases, build some confidence, look for some gaps, commit some of the Harlequin players, and just try and get some confidence going, because they're lacking that at the moment. They haven't had the ball.
Moto's come out quickly. Maloney. Mismove to Vedriaki. Vedriaki finds the fullback, Turaga. Good tackle. The ball's sitting there, the ball's free, and that's picked up by Vibote again. This time it's Valentini finds Aitchison. Aitchison tries to throw it inside for support. Van Ziel. This is a hooker, Henry Platt moving. Henry Platt beats a tackle right on the 22. There is a high tackle penalty coming. This is Paisani. Paisani to Colio. Paisani in there. Van Ziel this time. Platt again in the loose. Van Ziel, Johansson. Van Zyl goes himself, goes the blind, runs around in front of his defenders. Pick and go again. Harlequin's looking. This is about the 7th phase so far. This is Arundel. Ball's coming out again. This is Valentini. Finds Colio out on this wing, the big number 8. And that is adjudged to be a forward pass, but we're going to go back for the original high tackle penalty. So Harlequin's right on the 22. They've already scored 3 tries, so I doubt they're going to kick for goal. They're probably going to put it in the corner and try and score an early one for the bonus point.
We've already seen some great impact by Kimu Valentini. That long pass, he's in that back line for his passing and his vision. He's touched the ball twice, and each time Quins have well and truly over the advantage line. Good tactical move to have him in the centres rather than in his familiar place at 10.
Great kick from Breen, put it right in the corner, 5 metres out. Let's see what Harlequins can do. Vibote is at the very front of the line. Will he get used? No, they're going to go out to the back, Colio, but that is stolen by Box Hill. This is Dele Moto. Box Hill looking to keep it tight. Still going. This is Jared Logan, this time with the ball. The big fella, George Maniafatoa, with a bit of a play. Maloney is going to look to kick this away and gets it out about 15 metres out from his own try line. Yeah,
a hurried exit there, and they sort of just pick and drove a bit to give a little bit more time for Maloney to find some distance to his kick. Quinn's still in an attacking position here to get those backs moving. Van Zyl again, once again, moving the ball very quickly, and twice he's taken options. He's had a short run down the blind as we go up and win the ball there from Zach Dixon.
Yeah, Dixon picks up another line out. Secured very quickly. They're going to roll this again in the maul. Scored a try last time from this exact position. And it's going to be a penalty for Box Hill coming through the middle to try and disrupt this. So Harlequins have an advantage here. Van Zyl gets it out to Breen. Breen, little mismove to Valentini. Valentini, what a tackle that is in midfield. Van Zyl picks it up again, and it's a quick pass. Aitchison, can he get there? He's got the ball, but he's tackled. We're going to go back for the penalty, though. Referee McLaughlin has caught Box Hill for disrupting that rolling maul illegally. So it's going to be a penalty to Quins.
Once again, Valentini well and truly involved there. Nearly got over himself. I thought the ball had spilled forward, but it must have come back off a leg or something. And once again, those long passes. This is a very, very slick Harlequin backline now. This new backline they've put on this afternoon.
So McLaughlin is talking to Box Hill captain Adam Lewis, just making sure he understands his responsibilities when there is a rolling maul, not to bring it down illegally. Lewis just questioning McLaughlin about how they're meant to go about it. So, Quins again, penalty in attacking position, only about 8 metres out from this Box Hill line. Will they scrum? Will they kick? It's going to be a scrum. They are happy with their dominance in the front row.
Well, their scrummaging last week, Beefy, was exemplary. They really performed well in the scrum, and I think already they're showing some dominance. You know, they got a penalty against them for not pushing straight, which under normal circumstances would have been play on, but we'll see what happens here.
Well, here's a bit of a change. Taylor Aitchison has moved into scrum half, and that's put Antoine Van Zyl directly behind the scrum. So there could be a little move on here. I think there probably will. Colio is going to keep it under his feet, though. Colio goes, finds Aitchison, quick feet. Aitchison's held up about 2 metres, and Harlequin's piling. Will he get over the line? No. Van Zyl this time to Dixon again. Dixon has been prominent. Has he got to the line? Yes, he has. That's the second try of the afternoon for Zach Dixon. Unbelievable for the second rower.
Well, that was an interesting backline setup to have Aitchison come into scrum half and use Van Zyl as a decoy runner. And I'm not sure whether they fell for that Box Hill, but Harlequins, they executed it superbly. And once again, Zach Dixon was there to take that final pass.
So they have achieved the bonus point already within 15 minutes of this first half, which is quite amazing. On the ladder, these two teams aren't that far apart, but in terms of where we are right now, Harlequin showing utter dominance. The front row of Darren Dean, Henry Platt and Angus Arundel, they have been solid all season, and it just shows you what a stable front row can give you. It gives you an unbelievable platform to generate acres of space and time where you can run plays kind of at your own will. And 4 tries in already. By the way, Breen did convert. That makes the score 26-0. So Box Hill have hardly had a touch so far. And the times they have had a touch, they've put it down, unfortunately. Maloney gets this underway. This is a great restart. It's gone very high. Dixon dropped the ball and it's been picked up by Adam Lewis. So just outside of 22, can Box Hill get back into this game? Picked up by Jack Wooten. Can the ball come back? There is a penalty coming. Yes, there is. McLaughlin picks it up early. Would have liked to seen him give a bit more advantage to Box Hill there, when perhaps he thought that ball wasn't going to come out.
Okay, well, this is a real first attacking phase that Box Hill will have. They're bound to go for the corner. Let's hope they learnt that lesson with a truck and trailer earlier on in this half. A good kick for the corner there, and for sure, I'm sure we'll see a rolling maul, as long as they don't truck and trailer it.
Yeah, that's right. So there was a late change to the Box Hill lineup, especially at hooker, where Nicholas Sauni isn't available, and Lapani Nataku comes into the side to play hooker. So hopefully that won't disrupt their line out too much as that ball comes in. That's a great tap. So will Box Hill do? Dele Moto goes for it himself. He is 5 metres short, Moto. Had a great game a couple of weeks ago at home to Uni when we were up at RHL Sparks. So pick and drive there by Rasese. Box Hill looking to keep it tight. A lot of smothering there by Harlequins, but deemed to be illegal smothering. So there's a penalty. Tap and go. Moto goes himself. Not sure whether they were back 10 Harlequins, but the ball's popped loose and it is there. Come away with it, Harlequins. Looking to run from deep in their own territory. Still keeping the phases going. They're not kicking yet. They perhaps will this time as the ball is a bit slow. So Breen kicks this away and finds the touchline.
I think you're right, Beefy. Quins were a bit lucky there because I don't think they had retired 10. They had to be behind the goal line, and they weren't. But it was play on, and now we have a injury.
Yep. Couple of injuries in back play. One to Harlequins, one to Box Hill. So that's going to hold us up just a little bit. Looks like Henry Platt is getting attention. He was injured more times than he touched the ball last week against Merevin. Seemed to be continually getting attended to. Also got a yellow card as well, Henry, last week.
Yeah. He's made a couple of good runs with the ball in the first 10 minutes. With ball in hand, he busted through the centres. Henry Platt, he's been Johnny on the spot.
I actually think this is Angus Arundel that is getting attention.
Is it?
The captain looks to be getting his neck looked at. So captain of Box Hill, Adam Lewis, goes over to talk to Shannon McLaughlin as well, just clarifying a few things. I think this is it's going to be... I'm not quite sure where we're looking at here, Stan. Are we going to get a scrum? Or Harlequins have gone back to the line, so perhaps it's a penalty to Box Hill here.
Unless there was a penalty at that line out and it was play on, it'd play advantage. Maybe not. But I'm surprised Box Hill in these circumstances, all the players should be in a circle. They should be talking to each other, gelling them up.
Yeah, referee has called out Peter Breen as well to have a chat. So something's obviously gone on in back play here.
I think Hamish Bertram, the number one over there, has seen something and he's brought it to the attention of McLaughlin.
So something has gone on behind play, and it's going to be a penalty to Box Hill. So Maloney probably will put it in the corner again to give an attacking line out to Box Hill. Let's see if they can make this territorial advantage pay. They desperately need a try to get back into this game.
Well, they need the ball, and they need to touch the ball. The winger out here near us on your screen, he's getting a chill.
Yeah, and he's one of the quickest men in the league as well. But that ball has not been executed very well at all, and Quinn's come away with it. That is Richard Hardwick that picked up that loose ball, and Breen kicks long. I don't think he's found touch. He probably has, but this is going to be launched quickly with a counter-attack. Here we go. This is Taraga. Taraga kicks ahead, puts it into midfield. That is done very well by Coco. Finds Aitchison. Aitchison looks to counter as well. Quinn's looking to run from anywhere. Great defence from Box Hill, but the ball has come out the back of that tackle. Van Ziel. That's Colio at first receiver. Breen going to kick, Johansson I should say, going to kick ahead, left-footed. Ball spinning. Oh, Maloney does very, very well. Hardwick, the first man there, loose forward. Box Hill, very, very slow. There's only got one man, and that ball's been stolen. Has come out the Harlequin side. Colio goes himself. Van Ziel to Valentini. Gets it out to Aitchison. Aitchison fires it out again. Still going, Aitchison. Oh, this is the big fella, Darren Dean, who's got himself. Dean has beaten three, and Dean is over, under the sticks. Darren Dean, the big prop, scores Harlequin's fifth try. Yes, fifth try of the afternoon. What a run from Darren Dean.
Yeah, set up nicely with that from that chip kick of Johansson's, and a beautiful quick ball back to Van Zyl. Beautiful pass through the hands again. Aitchison made great ground cutting inside and almost got there himself. But when the ball came back inside in the centre of the field, the big prop just used his legs and struggled to the goal line. No one was going to stop him.
No, Darren Dean there from 20 metres out. As soon as he broke that first tackle, there was no stopping him. But that came. Box Hill were in good position after taking a quick line out, but a poor kick ahead from Nassanieli. Taraga left them a bit deep, but like you say, the little chip ahead from Lloyd Johansson. They pilfered the ball, they stole it, and the ball came out on Quinn's side. It got to Aitchison, who made good ground. The ball came up, popped inside to Darren Dean, who did the rest.
Now this scoreline's going to be quite important to Quinn's because they're 4 points behind Melbourne. Quinns couldn't get a bonus point last week for 4 tries. They're now 4 points behind and have a very, very inferior percentage for and against in a battle for a home final. Now, if Quinns can get up to, and I'm not exaggerating here, the rate they're going, but they can get 50 or 60 points and concede 0, that's going to make a great difference to their finals chances in a hometown, home semi-final.
Yeah, the restart from Maloney was taken by Dixon, but Harlequin's got on the wrong side. That's a penalty. Dele Moto goes himself right on the 22. Can Box Hill get somewhere here? Vadriecki tries to get him in play. Adam Lewis this time. Quick hands. This is the other big prop. This is Manoa Fadoa. They're only 8 metres out, and that is reefed out illegally by Quinns. There's another penalty to Box Hill. Will they go tap and go again? I think they might, because the line-out's not been working for them. Dele Moto doesn't take it from the correct spot.
I should play it safe here. Play it safe. Call for a scrum or just knock it into touch.
Yeah, Maloney kicks that to close to the line, so there will be a 5 metre line out.
Quins need to watch their discipline. Twice now they've been penalised in the D zone, and I'm sure McLaughlin will be looking closely at that.
So this time a line-out win. This is Sean Saunders has won this ball. They drive forward. They are right on the Quins line. The ball is up in the air, though. It's not to ground. It is to ground now, but there is another penalty.
And the Box Hill players are protesting now to the referee. They're calling for a yellow card. Taken quickly, and he's just
are they
short
there?
of the line.
Just short.
Options either side.
Yeah, Moto, where's he going to go? He's going to go short to Wooten. Wooten sets the ball up. They're going to go short side. Good hands from Maloney. Maloney goes himself. They are there in numbers, Box Hill. They're driving. Moto needs a good platform here. He should get it. Here comes the ball. They've gone short side. One step inside. I think he's going to get there. Yes, he is. That is a well-earned try from Box Hill. A repeat possessions, multiple phases. And didn't they do well? I'm pretty sure that was Iosefo Rasese with the try.
Sustained pressure there, paid its dividends. Box Hill always had options either side at that breakdown and at the phase breakdown. And Quins just a little bit wanting. They weren't posting up quickly enough. There were plenty of gaps there out wide near the goal line. And a well taken and deserved try to Box Hill because, already down by a substantial number of points, you could drop your heads and give the game away. But they've come back well.
Yeah, they did. They deserved that try in the end. They definitely made for repeat possession, which is the most important phase in this, what we're finding in Dewar Shield. At multiple phases and retention of possession is the key. Big hello to Semi Davey, who's watching the feed from New York City. Big hello to Semi. Obviously a Quins fan. And Maloney looks to convert. What a kick that is from Michael Maloney. Fantastic. The score is Harlequins 33, Box Hill 7. Well, you never know. If they get a couple more tries before half-time, we could see an absolutely monumental second half here, Stan.
Yep. Good to see Box Hill make good use of the ball and keep possession.
So Breen,
error-free.
Get us under restarted. That's a very high kick, and there's a bit of congestion off that restart selection. This is Darren Dean, the try scorer. Van Zyl finds Breen. Out to Paisami has come into the line. This is Valentini. Valentini still going. Options here for Van Zyl. Paisami at fly half. Well held up by Box Hill. They're driving Harlequins backwards, but Harlequins have got him to the ground, so Van Zyl will find Breen. Breen still going. This time short to Coco. Dixon's ended up with it, so Dixon's still driving forward. He's been everywhere this first half. Breen, long pass to Paisami. And that is knocked forward by Aitchen off the little pop pass from Valentini.
Once again, Valentini right in the thick of things here. He's enjoying himself in the centres, at out centre. Another great run from him, and he was back across the field in position there for a pop pass that went astray.
Thanks, Neil Hay. Glad you're watching. We are more than happy to provide this coverage. Myself, Kieran Beefy Blake, and Stan Giles. Many of you rugby Victoria stalwarts would know Stan from his time with the whistle. And he's still, I can tell you, still going strong in the out on the field with that whistle. Jack Wooden, you've got a few supporters out there. David Wooden, no doubt watching from wherever Dave is.
Crucial scrum coming up here.
So that scrum has gone down, not set correctly. Referee Shannon McLaughlin makes them stand up. He's going to have a bit of a chat to the front rows, make sure they're doing it properly. Not long to go in this first half. Harlequins 33, Box Hill 7. Thank you for joining us wherever you are in the world. This is the Dewar Shield match of the round. We're at Holmes Glen Reserve. Box Hill are going to make a change. There's a substitute coming on. Not sure who's gone off. So we will let you know who has come onto the field. But there's a big scrum. Delamoto feeds. Harlequins, good initial shove. Could have pushed Box Hill off the ball. Yes, they have. Colio goes himself. Has Colio got over? No, knocked forward as he reached out for the line. Simi Colio, as Harlequins pushed Box Hill off their own ball. Colio took full advantage and nearly got to the line.
Oh yes, the initial shove was strong, but when they gave the second push, it just rolled forward like a tank. Their scrummaging has been fantastic, the last two games particularly.
Lindsay Fraser up there in Gympie, Queensland. Thanks for watching, Lindsay. Is making a good suggestion that Quins are just as good as many of the club rugby sides in Queensland, which is a big call considering you got your Souths and your Brothers and your Easts up there that have a long history of producing decent players, and a lot of Wallabies coming out of those clubs up there. So Box Hill going to run it from their own 5 metre line. Penalty there, high tackle I think from Quins. So referees hot on the high tackles this season. Anything kind of above that shoulder line is going to be called straight away.
Yep.
This time Lloyd Johansson was the guilty party.
Yeah, seatbelt tackles are definitely out. Now this exit's going to be important. They've got to get this ball downfield towards halfway.
Maloney going to look to get as much territory as possible. That's a great kick from Maloney. He's going to be right up to the 10 metre line. And I can let you know that ball has just gone in the creek. If you know the Harlequins ground. So they're going to be a couple of young kiddies with wet feet very, very shortly trying to rescue that ball.
It's famous here at Harlequin Park as balls going into the creek, particularly after a bit of rain because it goes downstream pretty quick.
So Lapani Nataiku will get this line out. That ball is not straight, unfortunately. So Harlequins will get a feed to this scrum. Like I said, Nataiku is a late replacement for Nick Sauni. Word was that Nick had a big night last night and failed to turn up. Good to see a 5 o'clock start in Dewar Shield here in Match of the Round. Under lights, the lights very, very bright here at Holmes Glen Reserve, which is fantastic for great rugby. The temperature is pretty cold. The wind has died off. The rain has dried up as Van Zyl feeds his Harlequin scrum who drive forward. He's been told to use it, so he will. Breen, Johansson, out to Paisami into the line. Paisami hits that pace and beats 3 or 4 defenders, pops it inside to the debutant Richard Hardwick. And Richard Hardwick marks his debut with an absolutely outstanding try. Oh, my word. How good was that?
Well, it was the speed of Paisami. He just shot through there like a rocket. But all congratulations to Hardwick to follow him through and just take that pass as Palami was going to ground. That was a brilliant try by the Rebels squad player.
How good was the offload, though, Stan? He hit that at pace and still managed to offload to Hardwick, who also took the offload at pace as well.
Yeah, well, well, they're both Rebels players. Of course, Hardwick, former Western Force. So these guys know what they're doing. They can read each other instinctively. And that was just a brilliant combination try by Paisami. Going to ground, popping it up, Hardwick on his shoulder. And Paisami is fast. He was moving.
Didn't he hit that line of speed?
Hardwick was there in position and finished it off. Great try. One of the great tries of the season so far.
Breen to add the extras, and he does. So that makes the score 40-7. Yep, you've heard that right. We're still in the first half, and the score is Harlequins 40, Box Hill 7. So Box Hill with it all to do.
While the momentum's with Quins at this stage, Box Hill are notable for, if they get a turnover, they can move the ball quickly and get it out to their speedy wingers. This guy over here, Beefy, he's still got a chill. Yeah. I think he's catching the flu. He hasn't seen it.
No, he hasn't. That's very true. And he is one of the fastest men in the competition, I'm telling you. Ravela Dow, as Maloney restarts this, is secured very, very clean by Harlequins. What are they going to do with it? They are going to get out to their backs. Of course they are. This is Passami again. Passani fends, gets through. He's still on his feet, Passani. Breen, Van Zyl to Breen. Gets it out to Johansson. Johansson goes himself. This is Aitchen out there. Pops it inside. Johansson's doubled up and got the ball back himself. Long pass. This is Breen. What's Breen going to do? Breen's going to go himself. Darren Dean again in the loose with the support. They're going to go short side. No, yeah, Van Zyl's gone himself. Makes a dart for the line. They're only a couple of metres short. Ball is loose. Oh, there's going to be a fly hack through. Can Box Hill capitalise here? Oh, great play by Alawele. Alawele did really well to set that up again. There is penalty there, though. Ball is being held onto in the tackle, not being released. So Box Hill get a relieving penalty, and they go himself. This is the big fella, Manua Fetoa. Box Hill got numbers out on the left if they can get it out there, because there's a lot of players sucked in, but Harlequin seem to have recovered. Oh, it's a big hit there. This is, they've got it out to the left wing. This is Quelele. Oh, ball has just been secured, nearly turned over. Oh, Maloney's going to kick. Oh, that's a poor kick. Aitchen's going to lap this up, but it was a penalty advantage for tackling without the arms, possibly. I think that's the signal. But, well, he's given a penalty. You can't blow half-time. Or is he going to yellow card somebody for tackling without arms? This is Angus Arundel's being called out.
Charge.
Arundel is the captain, so it may not be him.
I think it'd be a warning. I doubt whether McLaughlin would give a card at this stage. So he's warned the Quins.
Yeah, Angus Arundel, who is captain, he's gone back to his forwards to tell them to calm down, keep the tackles low and tackle with the arms. So we are right at the end of this first half, an eventful first half. Maloney, that's a great kick, but Aitchen saves it from going out. Well done, Taylor Aitchen. So he's fired it inside, a very long pass. Hunter Passani. Passani, long pass. Breen shows and goes. Still on his feet. Good tackle, though, from Ratu. Box Hill appealing for a knock-on. And Vibote has got himself. He's beaten a couple. Vibote's still on. This is Dixon. And guess who is there? It is Henry Platt, but it's not. It's a judge to have gone forward on the offload. Oh, I thought that was going to be what a team try that could have been.
Half-time can't come quick enough for Box Hill. Can't come quick enough. We've seen some great enterprising backline play. Just a minute or so ago, Quins ran the ball 70 metres before being penalised for holding on to it. They're just playing explosive rugby. And Box Hill just don't have an answer for it at the moment.
So it's going to be a scrum down on the 22. Big hello to Annie Palonga, who's watching from Redbank Plains, again up in Brisbane. Big cheering on for Sami Ayalele. Hopefully I've pronounced his name right. I'll try my best. I think Jay, his brother or his cousin or relative, is watching as well. Cheering on Sami Ayalele. As that scrum is adjudged to have gone down too early, too quickly. So penalty to Box Hill. This is Delemoto. Long pass out to Quelele. Quelele goes but he has put a foot in touch and there's going to be a line out there. And there's a bit of afters over on that far side. McLaughlin looks to, he's right there, he's got a handle on it. So McLaughlin says, let's have enough of this first half. Blows the whistle. Box Hill will go in Holmes Glen reserve. The second half just about to get underway. Harlequins 40-7 up. Box Hill looking to try and get back into this game as best they can. Just letting you know that my co-commentator Stan Giles has had to go. So you will be listening to me for the rest of this match. As Peter Breen goes himself, a bit of a high tackle. And that will be picked up, I think, but no play on. Referee McLaughlin says, get on with it, Harlequins, and they will. Van Zyl, this time, little short pass to Coco. Coco drives forward. Van Zyl's gone deep. Breen will run. That's a big missed pass. And that's a good run by Platt. That's a high tackle. High tackle by Michael Maloney. I think the touch judge will pick this up. No, he's signalled already to McLaughlin, who will give the penalty. Van Zyl was the man that received that high tackle. Van Zyl very slow to get up. So Van Zyl not looking the best of shape right in front of us. He just caught one quite high and stung him a little bit. I think it got it in the jaw more than anything. But no malice in it. It was just a little bit high. So the touch judge is talking to Shannon McLaughlin whether Maloney will get a warning of any description. It doesn't look like it. So 6 tries so far to Harlequins. A double to Zach Dixon. Richard Hardwick on the score sheet on his debut. Darren Dean, the prop, and then the backs Taylation and Hunter Paisami. So Peter Breen going to kick the touch in those sexy yellow boots of his. So Breen puts it halfway between the 22 and the 10-metre line. Henry Platt to throw in for Quins. Quins with a little bit of a shortened line. They're going to leave one of the forwards out in the back line. So Platt to find Coco at the back of the line. Vibote. Hardwick goes himself. Hardwick still on his feet. Drives inside the 22. Van Zyl, quick ball. Dean. Spin move by Darren Dean. Darren Dean still going. Van Zyl. Henry Platt this time backs into the defenders. His tackle there is a swarm of Broncos tacklers there. And I think they may have even turned this ball over. No, Harlequin still got it driving forward. 5 metres out from the Box Hill line. Great quick defence up the Box Hill players. Very short support this time, Quins. Van Zyl may go short side. No, it goes himself. Breen to a Lele. Aitchen finds himself with the ball. Platt drives forward. Van Zyl, Breen. Paisami into the line. Paisami shows and goes. Paisami still on his feet. Comes back inside. There are massive numbers for Quins. They're all forwards out here, but that is Mania Coco. Quins just 1 metre short this time. And that is dived for the line. Who was it? Pretty sure that might be Darren Dean. Darren Dean gets his second try of the afternoon and 7th for the Quins. Darren Dean did very, very well to pick that ball up and go, beat a couple of defenders and put it down. So the prop forward gets a double. The second row gets a double. But Harlequin's showing their utter dominance here. Richard Hardwick did very well in the centre of the field to make a huge run. And he got deep inside the 22. The ball got recycled a number of times. And eventually the ball came out to this near side. Harlequin's forwards had a couple of goes at the line. And eventually Darren Dean picked the ball up, dived over to make the 7th try of the afternoon. So Peter Breen will attempt to convert this. He is 5 from 6 so far. Make that 6 from 7. So Harlequins 47, Box Hill 7. So Box Hill need to get their act together to avoid an absolute shellacking, even though 47-7 is quite a shellacking so far. But they just need a bit more continuity. Ben Williams has come onto the field, I think, for Box Hill, as perhaps Gab Navuni has come on as well, I think. And I think Harlequins are also going to make a change, as Zach Dixon is going to go off, which is a bit of a surprise. Zach Dixon's been absolutely phenomenal his first half, grabbed a couple of tries. So I'm assuming that Angus Hamilton will probably come on. And there he is, Angus Hamilton, the big man with a beard. But that has come forward off Hamilton, so that is going to be a scrum down to Box Hill. So Hamilton, who's played most of the season, in all fairness, but what a combination they've got in the second rows now. Mania Koko, Zach Dixon and Angus Hamilton come off the bench. Very, very strong up front, and I've talked about their backline already, being one of the strongest in the competition. Also, Rahul De Silva has come into the fray for Box Hill, the Sri Lankan captain. So will Rahul De Silva make a difference to this Box Hill backline? There he is. He's at the back of the scrum, fires it out to Maloney. Maloney, what a move there from Kwelele. Kwelele's beaten one. He's still going. He's still on his feet. He's offloaded. Can Box Hill turn this territory into points here? But the ball has been held up and held onto in the tackle. And the turnover penalty to Quins. But what a run from Marika Kwelele. Oh, didn't he hit the line at pace? That was phenomenal. So a bit of a shame there that Box Hill couldn't have got a try off that great bust. As Breen kicks this onto the clubhouse roof. Actually, I think that was Taraga. I've just been told it was Nasanieli Taraga that made that bust, and not Marika Kwelele. So Taraga looking good, coming up from fullback to burst into the gap. So Harlequins with a line-out throw. Henry Platt. And that is picked up at the back of the line-out by Box Hill. Nasser Navalu with the break. Maloney this time with a loop round. There is Ratu, Kitty Ratu. Big drive by Box Hill. Tony forward sitting out of this. De Silva. This is the prop man, Fatoa. There's a penalty coming if they need it, Box Hill. Maloney going a little chip ahead. He's chipped that into space. He's been tripped as well. So there's going to be, they're going to come back to the original penalty. McLaughlin has also blown up. He's going to ask to talk to someone. This is Angus Arundel being called out. And I'm pretty sure he's going to go to his pocket and somebody's going to get a yellow card here. And, oh, it's the new man. Angus Hamilton is going to be taken off. I didn't see why, but Hamilton is in the sin bin. So, after only being into the fray for a couple of minutes, he has knocked on at the restart and then got a yellow card. So, that's an eventful couple of minutes for Angus Hamilton there. So, he's going to take 10 minutes on the bench to cool down and think about what he's done. So Box Hill, few options off this scrum. Will Harlequins go with a 7-man pack? I think they are. They're going to keep their options open in the back line. But they've been dominant up front anyway, so perhaps they only may need 7. So Rahul De Silva will feed. There's a 2-man split on this narrow side. 4 men on the open side. Got Kitty Ratu and Quilele on this near side. Maloney, Vadrieke, Dow, Taraga on that far side. Silva feeds. Picked up by Nasa Niavalu. Box Hill piling in. Good momentum this side. Maloney. Short pass. That's missed out everyone. This is Quilele. Quilele goes to the outside. He's still going. Good tackle by Aitchison there. Box Hill have turned it over though. Johansson's going to kick this away. And he has got it out of the park, probably just short of the 22. It's going to be right on the 22 by the look of it. Oh, he's missed all his jumpers again, but that's knocked forward by Quins. So we're going to get scrum down just outside the 22 to Box Hill. So what can the Broncos do here? A little bit of a move. Recesse is moved into number 8. So perhaps Recesse fancies himself. Johansson and Breen pretty narrow in defence. Perhaps anticipating a Recesse. But it's quick ball to Silva. Maloney. Burst to Taraga. And what pace that is from Dow. Ball has been riffled free from Quins, but it has been knocked forward after the steal. So Box Hill will get a put in. I can tell you that the wind has dropped, the rain has dried up, but the temperature has dropped to about 5 or 6 degrees. So people in Queensland and around the world watching, it is bloody cold here at Holmes Glen Reserve. Harlequins 47, Box Hill 7. 7 tries to 1. Bit of a split here. Recesse goes himself, picks up, beats 1, still on his feet, looking for support. He's just short of this line. They are very, very close, Box Hill. And that ball's lost loose as somebody dived for the line. Harlequins come away with it. Oh, they're going to run it from inside their own try zone. Paisami hits Aitchison on the sprint. In fact, that's Ayalele, not Aitchison. Platt goes himself. Quins recycling this very well. Just up to the Box Hill 10-metre line. Still got the ball. Little kick ahead by Pasami. This is for Afisa's onto the field. So Afisa collars Quilele. The ball's popped loose inside. This is Maloney. Maloney kicks ahead as a late tackle, but will they get the ball? This is being chased by Kutsia. Yeah, late tackle. Easy, easy, lads. Easy, easy. Kutsia is onto the field, Jonathan Kutsia, who chased that ball down, but Maloney was the one that got hit late after he kicked ahead. Kemu Valentini got him a little bit late, and the touch judge is onto the field to talk to Shannon McLaughlin, perhaps giving a bit of a word of advice, how late it was and how deliberate it was. So perhaps there could be a yellow card coming. We shall wait and see. Referee McLaughlin is talking to Captain Angus Arundel. So the offending player has been told not to do it again. But it's just going to be a penalty, not much else. Box Hill with the opportunity to kick into the corner. Maloney, who's kicked very well out of hand today, puts it there. It's going to be about 8 metres short of the Harlequins line. So this time, Box Hill secure good line-out ball, and they all pile in. They're going to drive this as best they can. They kind of roll it towards the posts. The breakaway split. De Silva trying to direct play. They've done this a couple of times, but then turned it over at vital times. And I think Harlequins may have even pinched this again. No, the ball's coming out on the Box Hill side. This time it is Wooten. Wooten drives forward. He's got pushed sideways, though. Here's Maloney. Maloney to Turaga. Ball is still on the Box Hill side. And Harlequins try to steal that illegally, and it's going to be a penalty. McLaughlin calls out Arundel yet again. This is the 4th time in this match that Arundel's been spoken to. He is the captain. It's not all his fault, but he needs to tell his forwards to stop trying to kill this ball at ruck time. I think he's going to call out Mattia Verbote, and I think that's Verbote has been in the bin. So he's going to go and join his mate, Angus Hamilton, in the bin. So it's going to be 15 on 13. So that was just a weight of penalties that has caused McLaughlin to send Mattia Verbote into the bin. So Harlequins have got 2 guys there. 15 on 13. It's going to be for a couple of minutes. So I'm assuming that looks like Lloyd Johansson is going to go into the forward pack for this scrum. Yep, the former Wallaby centre is going to have to play on the flank. So Box Hill with a 2-man advantage. Try and make inroads into this 40-point deficit. Big scrum here for Box Hill. And, yep, driving forward. Solid platform here. Gone blind, dropped the ball as Recesse runs into the referee. I don't think the referee can cause a knock-on, so even though the Harlequins players are ecstatic, I'm pretty sure that Box Hill are going to get the put into this scrum. So thank you for joining us wherever you are in the world. This is the Dewar Shield Match of the Round, Rugby Victoria's Premier Grade. Got to thank our broadcast partners, La Trobe University, Aquamarine, Conferences and Events, Vic Health, BLK, Optimus Health Group, Gilbert, the Victorian State Government for making this broadcast possible, Sports Recording Services, and of course the 365 Days of Sport radio show. Please look up 365 Days of Sport on Facebook. Have a little bit of fun with the lighter side of the world of sport. We're coming to you live from Holmes Glen Reserve. Harlequins 47, Box Hill 7. So Rahul De Silva is going to feed this scrum. Big hello to Melvin Leah supporting Samo Lele from Brisbane as Box Hill look to get over the line. But again, they drop the ball. And this time, Breen has come away with it. Finds Robert Afisa. And Robert Afisa, one of the quickest guys in the competition, just lets his legs do the rest and runs in from 60 metres out. A bit of a turnover. And hey presto, Harlequins turn that turnover into points. That is unbelievable. Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you're trying to attack and you're trying to throw everything at the attack, and then just a little turnover from a tackle and you can counter-attack because your defence is up so flat because you're attacking, and it just creates lots of gaps. And Robert Afisa, who has been scoring tries for fun this season, just absolutely piles through and runs in from 65 metres out for Harlequins' 8th try of the day. Peter Breen, the Kiwi, looking to add to his 6 conversions so far. He's 6 from 7 so far today. Breen takes 2 steps back and just slots that through. He is now 7 from 8. Harlequins 54. Box Hill 7. And Angus Hamilton is back. They scored that try. 2 men down, 15 on 13. But Angus Hamilton is back, and they're bringing Steve Walsh, I think that is, has come on. So he's going to replace Henry Platt. So I'll try and bring you more changes as I see them presented to us. So Maloney gets this. This is a good restart right on 10-metre line. And that is Nasa Nyavalu gets the ball back on the Box Hill side. Rahul De Silva looks left, looks right, finds Maloney. Maloney, that is an interesting pass that could well be intercepted, but I think it's hit the Harlequins player, who is now adjudged to have knocked that on, even though he wasn't really looking at him, just kind of hit him on the body and it went forward, so that is a knock on. Just past the hour mark here at Holmes Glen Reserve. Quins 54, Box Hill 7. Dewar Shield matching around. 2nd versus 4th. Earlier in the season, Quins were winners in round 3, 36-26. This is going to do Quins points difference the world of good in their quest to overturn Melbourne Unicorns' lead at the top of the Dewar Shield. De Silva feeds this scrum. Oh, it's gone down, but they're going to let the play on. Maloney, miss pass out to Taraga. Taraga finds Kudzia, and that's slapped down by Pisani. Robert Afisa's picked the ball up again. Afisa is still going. He's beaten 2. He's beaten 3. He's collared by Kudzia. Brought down. They're on their own 10-metre line. Van Ziel. Breen. Pasami at inside centre. Ed Davis is on the field for Quins. That is Ed Davis trying to pick it up. He fumbled it, but that is a knock-on. Oh, no. We're going to see a penalty this time. So De Silva looking to take it quickly. Good run this by Rassesi. Box Hill got a few players at the breakdown. This time it is Ben Williams, who is off the bench. Long pass out Oh, what a tackle that is in midfield by the Quins midfield. De Silva. That is Manafatoa. Ball's popped out on Harlequin side. Can they make this count again? Another turnover. This time that is Coco that is doing the damage. Show and go from Valentini. Valentini still going. There are all the forwards there trying to, all the backs trying to act as forwards, I should say. And that is picked up and gone. Van Zyl finds Hamilton. Hamilton short pass to Davis, but that is judged to have gone forward from Hamilton. So Box Hill will get a scrum. So there's a bit of confrontation between Hardwick and Jared Logan there. Both players not happy with what's going on. A couple of injuries in back play as well. Not quite sure what we are waiting for here. There's a couple of subs looking to come on. So just a reminder, Quins are down to 14. They have Vibote in the sin bin. They did have 2 men in the bin at one stage not that long ago. So there is a 7-man pack as Rahul de Silva feeds this. But Quins still going forward even with 7 men. That ball has come out on the Quins side. Hardwick picks it up and goes. Johansson, Valentini. Valentini out wide, and that is a try in the corner to Sami Ayolele. That will make his legion of fans up in Queensland so happy as Sami Ayolele scores Harlequin's 9th try of the afternoon. Great play there from what was a Box Hill feed to the scrum. The 7-man pack of Quins pushed Box Hill off the ball. Richard Hardwick came up with the ball, took the hit, ball was recycled very quickly. Van Zyl put it through the back line. A big break by Camus Valentini. Balls ended up with Sami Ayolele, who has done the rest by diving into the corner in style. Harlequins, 9 tries. That is fantastic play from Quins. Every time they've got the ball, they've looked to attack, no matter where they've been on the field. So Peter Breen, one of his more difficult kicks for the day, right out on that far touchline. He is 7 from 8 so far. He's made good contact with that one, and that is just dropped short. So that takes the score up to 59-7. Maloney to restart. That's a high one. Jared Logan's gone up for the ball. It's been knocked forward by the Quins player. Manaya Coco there, knocking that ball forward. Off the restart. So, complete. No, it's not a complete change in the front row. Complete change in the second row. Darcy O'Donoghue and Gab Navuni. into the second row for Box Hill. So we get reset. Box Hill got a lot of players out wide. This is quite interesting. Hunter Paisami has gone into scrum half. He's been playing centre, he's been playing fullback. Now he's playing scrum half. That scrum has gone down. Okay, it's a penalty against Box Hill. Not quite sure why. Obviously collapsing. But the 7 men of Harlequins in that forward pack, obviously still dominant, even being a man short. Breen has sent that all into Box Hill territory. Mitchell Thwaites is on, replacing Henry Plater Hooker. So I reckon all 5 forward substitutes are now on the park for Quins. And that's not quite straight. So it's going to be a scrum down to Box Hill. So that's an interesting call. Box Hill obviously very, very worried about their scrum. They have called for another line out instead of opting for the scrum. So into the line. Oh, they've gone deep, but they have secured the ball. So sometimes it's ugly, but you do get it back. This is Ben Williams with a big charge. They got numbers out on the blind side if they want to use it. This is the big fella, Steve Palu. But that ball's been knocked forward in the tackle from Palu. Thank you for joining us on the Rugby Victoria Facebook page. It is the live stream of the match of the round. Harlequins hosting Box Hill. Harlequins have scored 9 tries so far. 59-7 they lead. It's a very, very wide short side for Harlequins if they want to use it. Breen, I think just... did I take a little sign? Yep. This is Vibode off the back. Little kick ahead from Paisami, but that is just rolled into touch. If it had stopped dead, Afisa would have probably been into the corner. Back to full strength now, Quins, with Vibode coming back on the field. Box Hill defending on their own 22 with a defensive line out. Mayataku throws it in. That's well done by Navuni. That's a long looping pass out, but that's been dropped close to his own line. Harlequins pile in. Can Box Hill get this ball out of there? Oh, it's not coming out, but I think Harlequins are going to get the put in to this scrum. Make sure you check out the review show on the Rugby Victoria Facebook page. It'll be on Monday afternoon. And then the meat pie comes to you on a Friday afternoon as well, previewing all the week's games of the Dewar Shield. See myself and Jerry McGlanagan, old Mr. G from Rugby Victoria. Harlequins on the attack, and that is the 10th try of the afternoon for Quins. Pretty sure that may well have been Peter Breen gone himself to score that try. And I'm pretty sure that's enough for Peter Breen, because all of a sudden Hunter Paisami has decided he wants to have a kick at goal. Pisani tees the ball up. Little short run up. Pisani slots it home from in front. So that makes the score 66. Harlequins 7, Box Hill. Box Hill looking very, very dishevelled. Trying to attack from deep, but a long, long pass went to ground. Put him under far too much pressure, resulting in a Harlequins scrum, which they won very easily, and from first phase went in right by the posts. So Harlequins looking to run from absolutely everywhere. This is Mitch Thwaites looking good. Ball is out wide, getting the pace. Eddie Legali is on that far side, and that ball is popped forward, but Legali's first use of the ball is very, very positive. Harlequins backs, what pace they are running at. Into the last 5 minutes here. As Box Hill look to get this out of their own 22. Both teams going to run it from absolutely everywhere here. This is Darcy O'Donoghue getting involved. Big hit up. Box Hill got numbers on that blind side. Can they get it past the first line of Quinn's defence? O'Donoghue again. No matter what they try, Box Hill, they can't break this first impact zone on the Harlequins defenders. Every time Quinn's put them to ground. They're up very flat, Quinn's defence. If they get it out wide, they could make an impact here. This is Maloney. Maloney's got to go back towards his forward, but that's a great tackle from Hamilton. Finds Taranga. Taranga recycles it somehow. And that's intercepted by Quins. And it's a try. It is a try on that far side. Not quite sure. It was come off the intercept. The interception was then tackled. And the offload might have even been Katanali Tai in that far corner. I will try and get the try scorer for you. That is the 11th try of the afternoon, though, for Harlequins. This is an absolutely great percentage game for them. There's going to be another change of kicker. Pasawi didn't fancy this one from a bit further out. And the attempted conversion is missed on the near side. So the score remains Harlequins 71, Box Hill 7. Box Hill look to restart quickly. It's a good restart, very, very high. As Hardwick goes himself again. Finds Afisa. Afisa tackled it very well. Harlequins looking to score yet another try. And that is held in by Quins. Logan tries to get things going. Maloney. Ratu. Another penalty this time. Quins all offside. De Silva this time. Looks at Navuni. Navuni finds Dow. Dow somehow stays inside the field of play. Maloney. Sharp pass to replacement hooker Palu. Oh, it's a late hit there by Lagali. Box Hill got numbers here. Getting towards the halfway line. Pick and go. I think there's a bit of fringing there by Harlequins. Yes, there were. So another penalty. A long, long line. This is O'Donoghue. De Silva. Maloney. Maloney goes himself. Good tackle by Breen. Harlequins have pushed Box Hill off the ball here, I feel. Pisani's in looking for the ball, but there emerges a Box Hill forward with the ball. De Silva to Logan. Good tackle there. Oh, that's reefed illegally by Quins. Could be somebody in the bin, I feel, because that is not the first time that's happened in these phases of play, and that is Darren Dean. That is going to be an end to Dean's day, but Dean has scored. This is Valentini. That ball's been lost forward, and Box Hill come away with it. Maloney this time. A lot of people walking. We are in the dying embers of this Dewar Shield game, match of the round. Harlequins defenders up very, very quick, although the ball is quite slow from Box Hill. Taraga still going. Taraga's still on his feet. Can he go all the way, Taraga? This would be an amazing try. They are just 10 metres short of the line. De Silva gets there. They've got numbers out to the left if they can do it, but Logan has dropped the ball. The pass is behind him, and here go Quins. They've got 5-on-1. And Afisa, one of the quickest men in the competition, has got the ball, and he has gone clear. Harlequins yet again turn the ball over inside their own 22 and score down the other end of the field. And I think that sums up Box Hill's day. Great play from Steve Walsh, who made that tackle. Ball popped out. The ball was turned over. The ball ended up in Robert Afisa's hands, and he did the rest from about 70 metres out to put the icing on an already tasty cake. So Box Hill absolutely decimated. Really, they have conceded 12 tries. And this is going to give Harlequins percentage and goal difference, points difference, and a massive boost coming into the last 4 games of the season before we hit finals. So that is it.